that we the leaders, we must decide to lead. When I talk about leaders deciding to lead, questions must be running in your mind. But you are talking about leaders deciding to lead, but you still have also questions about you. I mean, they're telling us you're giving up, and then they're telling us you're not giving up. You want to hear it from the horse's mouth, right?
Yes.
Comrades, I've said this before, and I say it again, that I am personally willing and ready to lead you in the ousting of this guy. I've never gone back on my word. That is what I said. That is what I mean. But again, I've emphasized that we cannot do it alone. That is why we're all of us here.
I am with you, sir.
From different... I thank Comrade Nsamba for asserting that he's with me. I'm with you too, sir. However, I must also emphasize that it has been my strong belief that we must bring people together.
Yeah.
Yes, we might fail to bring all of them together, but we must not be
the biggest portion
for not taking the initiative of uniting them, for involving and empowering women in this quest. It is still my concern that we are rather too many men and too few women. Yes, we notice that apart from Museveni's lies that he has empowered women, he has actually disempowered you guys. Otherwise, we would have more women leaders here because you are the bigger part of the population. So we must deliberately, friends, encourage and empower our women, because a revolution that has no women is dead at birth. It's very important and we must emphasize on it. I'm personally confident about that because I'm a product of a woman.
Yeah.
I was brought up by my mother. It's the issue of the talks with Dr. Besigye. We still engage him, and not only Dr. Besigye. We are in talks with General Mugisha Muntu too. We are in talks with the Democratic Party. We just concluded our talks with Jema recently, and the Jema that is supposed to confirm to you that these talks are not a waste of time. However, they should not also divert us from the major targets. Comrade Bosmi Kotim mentioned a very, very, very important thing. Very, very important. I'm very proud of that gentleman, and I'm proud that I'm a fellow artist. Guys, like I told you, when I'm in Uganda, I don't regret it. It's a good thing to belong
I am actually in Ugandan, like you.
Yes. So, I am a very proud Muganda. However, when I come to you, ladies and gentlemen, I leave my being Muganda in my house. I'm a Catholic, but I live my religion in my house. When I come to you, I come as a Ugandan, because I have the same right as you have about this country, and you have the same responsibility as I have in this country. Museveni and these people have used a tribal card to divide people for very, very long. That man should be ashamed for calling me a tribalist. Look at my wife. Where does she come from? Western Uganda. Look at my closest friend. He's a Nubian. Where does he come from? Bombo. West Side. That man is a Nubian. Right there. Look at all the people that we work with. And I encourage, I'm not saying don't be friends from your tribe. I'm not saying don't marry women from your tribe, but I'm saying it is very, very productive when you relate to people who are different from you. Your life becomes a learning process. So do not buy into that narrative of tribalism. If you want to see, and I'm not castigating him because I wish Museveni was here so I can speak before his very eyes. He is the #1 tribalist that Uganda has ever seen. But we will not go there. I will not talk about the composition of all the ministries. I will not talk about the composition of the army and the police. I will not talk about the composition of URA. I will not talk about that. I will not talk about tribalism. So do not be fooled about that. Finally, comrades, there's so much that we would talk about. the people that are going to be connecting with others. Most importantly, because it's hard for me to personally come there. However, we know that if we empower leaders from different parts of the country, then it will be even much easier for us to come there, either directly or openly or clandestinely, to connect with the people there. But also it will be empowering them, like we've always been saying. We want to see other Kyagulanyis there. We noticed it was very powerful when we introduced our spokesperson. Yes, there were so many people that were professing the people power idea. But you will agree with me that so many of them were bastardizing it also. And Museveni is so smart, he knows that if we are disorganized, that is where he's going to pass. And that is why it was so relieving to the population when we introduced a spokesperson. And I believe that even right now as we speak, because they cannot fight the idea of people power, they use infiltration, which some of you must have noted. Some people will come and, camouflage among us, professes the people power idea only to deflate it when the general wants them to deflate it. You've seen so many people wearing the red beret or chanting people power, but deep inside, or on a critical analysis, you know that they are not real. So we did not want to leave room for that. And that is why we are meeting as leaders to empower those leaders that we believe are going to stand by that idea, and again to open them up to the population, so that if they are not real, they are seen by their actions.